Welcome to Pullman, Washington. Martin Stadium, home to the Washington State Cougars, and the anticipation is running high on the Palouse. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Florida International Panthers, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Washington State Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. FIU will kick it off to get things underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Washington State's offense takes the field for the first time today. Here he comes, and any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often, and he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really...
Coming out aggressively. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Washington State going quickly. They move the tight end all over. The play-action fake. They're trying to get to him. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. The Panthers offense will go to work for the first time. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football at a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do. And you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much they'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass.
Wide open, he makes the catch. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. 1st and 10 from the 24. They go to the ground. Got enough space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. On 1st and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Panthers!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They want to run it left here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I'll be honest, that is a formation and a play call I was never expecting to see in this game. This offense is one of the top 10 passing units in the entire country. I'm surprised they even have goal line in their playbook. What are we doing?
Dropping back, it's Sellers. Makes the grab on the left. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him.
Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. And he finds his way out of bounds real close to the goal line there, knocking on the door. And the Panthers are on the move. Try to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida International. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2.
14, Washington State.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time, the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He lost one down the sideline. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Washington State will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. 3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
He's got an open man. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Panthers. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Washington State lines up quickly. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Reads it, fires complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense, you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick.
Can anyone catch him? And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Movement here from the tight end. From the gun, the ground game. Give him 6 on the play. They'll mark it at the 9. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll put the tight end in motion. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Looking to throw for it. Coming after it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. It's good. Easy call for the ref. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's McNeil. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Here's the handoff. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
At the 25-yard line. Second down coming up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the single back. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Trying to get to him. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. This time he's got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
Quick strike complete. Still running at the 40. You're not getting him on the ground. Still on his feet. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. FIU set up with another first down. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up one or two. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, FIU. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Florida International, 28. Washington State, 3.
Let's see what he can do with the return. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
And I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Scanning the field, it's Mateer, feeling some heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
That ball is caught past the marker, but and wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Washington State going back to work on first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's got it again. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Give him 105 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. On the option. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
That's how it's done, and it's an easy decision when you get it. There's no second guessing when you get it. Nice job by the offense converting the 4th down.
Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Unleashes one deep. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Oh, and the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Flushed out of the pocket. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking left. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Slips through the line. He's going to get loose. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. The Florida International offense is back on the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few 1st downs, and I'm in scoring position. Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defense.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Panthers!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Barnes. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Back to pass, it's Vatier. A little release to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
2nd down coming up.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Makes the grab. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Using the quick game. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into it.
Touchdown, Cougar. What a catch and run for 6.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Here's the return from inside his 10. And the returner will be dragged down. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Quarterback checking the play. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. FIU pushing tempo. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. FIU will line up to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A fair catch is called for. It'll give them great field position. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Going up top on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Pullman. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas on the Palouse at Martin Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Washington State ready to boot it away to start the third quarter. On the move from inside his 5. He gets a block. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score! Touchdown, Florida International!
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the first kick back to the house, great blocking, and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ranked teams having at it this week, and take a look at what's going down. Texas A&M is in serious trouble right now. I'm not sure some folks won't be asking for a refund on their NIL investment. A putrid performance in College Station. They're trailing by 21 to San Diego State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They think there's room to run to the right here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Man, credit to the offense sticking with the run, but, man, it's not working, and this defense is not budging, and we've seen them all season. They've been so dominant. I do think it's going to have to come through the air, and you're going to have
open runway ahead. He's inside the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Wazoo! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And the extra point is good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Florida International, 42, Washington State.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll throw it on first down. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
From the shotgun, the inside give. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads could call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys could even try your hand because they're down.
Grabs it inside the 15. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Touchdown, Panthers, and the route is on.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Washington State, 17.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run them.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Getting some heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Washington State sends out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. The Florida International offense is back on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The give to the single back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Big 3rd down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. They're looking for space to run behind the left tackle. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the 1st down.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. They're bringing heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. They move the tight end all over. He'll keep it himself. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Holding. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Now improvising. Slings it downfield. Got his man. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The Panthers have this offense rolling. They're going to run it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. Wants to throw on 2nd down. It's complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Defensively, dude, I'm just thinking about so many things, and now you throw this in there. Now you get the ball to a fast guy on the perimeter right away that's not the running back. And I'm so dialed into the running back, and you running the ball downhill, or maybe the quarterback running. Now you kind of mix this in there.
Touchdown, FIU! And the pummeling has started. Getting set for the point after.
Number 17 in the end zone.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
56, Washington State, 17.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hernandez. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Washington State's
Number 17.
onto the field. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Bringing it back, it's McNeil. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody right now on the same page.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. To the air, it's Sellers. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That's his 2nd sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him. Let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll bring it back. It's Freeman. And the returner will be knocked down. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, Dave.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Wazoo headed to the line with another first down. To the air, it's Mateer. Flips it out in the flat. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. He wants to pass it on second down. Quick completion on the out route. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Back to the air one more time. They're trying to get to him. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. And it's right down the boulevard. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
They'll go right back to the run. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down.
They'll try to muscle their way forward on third and short from the 29. Motion from the offense. The option look. Now the pitch. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Panthers want to move quickly. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They've converted twice on 4th down so far. Will they make it 3? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch past the sticks. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Panthers are on the move. To the air on first down. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
They've got the screen set up. Nowhere to move. Still on his feet. Open space at the 25. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I tell you, I love the mentality by this offense right now. They've got a pretty big lead. They're still being aggressive, taking shots, and they're finding the matchups they like. And man, they're taking advantage right now.
That big play has this defense reeling, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 14. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That is an incredible job by the defense to stop that receiver in particular on that jet sweep. This is one of the fastest guys in college football, period. So for the fact that the defense was able to corral him and get him down and limit him, that was pretty impressive.
He wants it all. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking downfield, it's Jenkins. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity.
This is so a Jesse Palmer. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Gotta look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Fires to the big fella. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'll throw it on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's right. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. They keep attacking through the air. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Florida International offense is back on the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. Makes the grab over the middle. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Wide receiver shows motion. Running back searching for a hole. Still on his feet at the 45. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Out of the gun, the inside give. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. They'll run play action. Coming after him. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Quarterback checking off. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. And after this play, the cake will be baked. He's going to pass. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.